What's up, guys? Welcome back. So, I'm about to go on a walk. I'm loaded up, got the headphones ready. Straight up, guys. I know how difficult it is to be inspired. And the reason, like, I'm going on a walk now, I have to go on a walk. If I don't go on a walk, I will be worse off. And like, some days you just gotta suck it up and stop being a little bitch, right? Some days it's gonna rain, but if I can go on a walk, I better go on a walk. It's that simple. Part of the reason it's hard to be inspired. Like when I get up in the morning, I am not always inspired. Sometimes I just lay in bed, dude. Sometimes I lay in bed and I'm just like, fuck. I'm just like, fuck. Some days I am a little bit more inspired than others. And that inspiration is like waking up to a beautiful woman. And I mean, you don't even need a girlfriend if you got inspiration. Seriously, and I think that's how we should look at inspiration. Is like, this is my girlfriend. Inspiration is my girlfriend. I wanna be married. I wanna make love to inspiration. And in that relationship, you gotta take care of it. And I believe that when you're inspired, man, that's the greatest feeling. And when you're not inspired, that's like the devil. That's just like your mean ex coming and disrupting the relationship. And so if it's natural, you're gonna be inspired, dude, when you don't have all this stress. That's what it is. When you don't have a lot of stress on your life, the inspiration is going to want to be around, because stress makes you a terrible husband. It makes you bitter, and it makes you just like So I wrote down some things, guys. How do we maintain this inspiration? How do we keep it alive? You guys know how it feels. Like when you're inspired, everything's possible, dude. Everything, you're more creative. If you have a project, you're going to sit down and do it. But the thing about inspiration too is like it expires. It runs up, it goes bad. And so like I constantly write stuff down. Like I have little projects I'm working on. I get really inspired. I'm like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to plan a week from now to do that. And then I find out that my inspiration just dies. It runs out. So it's got an expiration date. All right. When you're inspired, you should be taking the action, because that action is going to produce more inspiration. And even if it's just a little bit of action on something, it's like, I think that's a key, because it's going to expire. It's got a shelf life. All right. A few of the things that are killing our laziness. And when you look at these things, they all sort of, so a lot of them are based off of stress and not really using our time. It's forgetting. We stop fighting. We stop wanting to be like, make our lives meaningful. All right. So the first one is 9 to 5 jobs. 9 to 5 jobs. Not all of them, but most of them. Right? You're getting bacon grease on you at work from working at Wendy's making a Baconator. I mean, that's going to be stressful. You're coming home, you got burn marks on you from standing by the broaster, working at your local pizza shop, kneading dough all day. I mean, how are you going to be inspired for anything else? It doesn't happen. So I think, look, we got to fight, bros. If you're working a 9 to 5 job that you fucking hate, you got to fight, man. You either got to make it worthwhile, or you got to fight to challenge yourself to do something else. And if you're working that 9 to 5 job that you fucking hate, most likely you're making terrible money, which just stacks on that stress. Dude, I've been there. Fuck. That's so difficult. The only way from there is to challenge yourself even more. All right? That will inspire you. If you have new challenges, you become so competent. It's just receiving this paycheck. Go to the job, clock in. It's like your brain turns off. You don't need to think. You just are miserable. That's the only thoughts going on. So Stay curious. Keep looking, man. Don't put your head down. Keep looking. See the opportunities that are out there. Think. Come up with these ideas. And when the inspiration strikes, boom, then you can act on them. All right. This is a tough one. Being lazy. Natural for a lot of us just to be lazy. I usually combat this by getting into the gym. If I can just get into the gym and load the bar up and I start doing a few reps, I noticed that the laziness was just like my body was sort of becoming hardened. Like I needed to move. And that's especially true in the morning. I realized I've been doing dynamic stretching. And so I'll just whip my hair back and forth, or I'll literally move around on the floor like a little ape, and I'll do push-ups. I'll just move, man. You got to move. And so I think that if you're not moving, you're gonna feel very uninspired. All right, so get in the gym. You know how that feels to get the blood flowing, to get that pump. It helps everything. Material comfort. Guys, if you see this room, like, there's not really much in here. And this is my sacred place. I got the books, I got a guitar over here that I sometimes fiddle around with, but it's a sacred place for me. I can't think well when there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of clutter, and that definitely can kill your inspiration. So, making it clean, making a place that you go. I meditate in here, I think in here, I make videos here. This is where it happens. If I can't be outside, I'm in here. All right. Excessive masturbation, excessive sexual. This applies to everything. Excessive sexual expression, excessive drug use, excessive binge watching Netflix, all of that, dude, because it takes the focus off your own. It takes the focus off your own way. That's another thing. Our inspiration shows up, our muse shows up when we are dedicated to our way, to finding the way. What does that mean? If you're a writer, you better write. The inspiration shows up as you begin to chisel at that rock that is your creative project. So if you're a carpenter, you better build. If you're a bodybuilder, you better work out. If you're a baker, you better bake. And when you're not inspired, you think about, maybe some of these things are keeping you at bay, but sometimes just the act of doing it, that's when you get inspired. You want to film, turn the camera on, get inspired. Do it, all right? Obviously, I think maybe we could have started at the basic needs. Food, shelter, money, all right? Those are critical. You have to fight. If you don't have enough money, continue. This should be the center of your... I'm not saying stress about it. You can make a decent income and provide yourself the basic needs that will inspire the shit out of you. Once you get a nice apartment, you can afford enough food, and you got a job that you don't entirely hate. Sometimes you got to suffer though. Because if you don't have those things, you're gonna be super stressed, bro. You're gonna be super uninspired. Life's gonna be very difficult. Okay, so if you can get those things, then you can start rationing it up very quick. And that's crucial. Making sure that you have those basic needs met. So, again, this is a relationship with the inspiration. It's your girl, man. Treat this like a beautiful woman. You better show up. You better be there for her. Okay? She needs her man to be the leader. She needs him to take charge. You got to take charge of your life. Seriously, this is your life. If you're slacking on that, if you're like, if you're just letting it all be to chance, guarantee you inspiration will not show up. Stress will show up. And stress isn't even sexy, dude. That's fucking will crush everything. Every dream, every hope. Get back to the plan. When inspiration strikes, make love to it. Make sweet love. That's it, bros. I just want to talk to you because I know that it can be stressful. I know that it's hard to get inspired. All right? Stay inspired, bros. I'll see you soon. Peace.